Hello, gentlemen. It's you. Come on in. Come on. Oh, why? Why you don't want to come in, bro? It's too cold out there. Come on. Oh, man. Just come on, man. Welcome to my humble house. Let me sit you up over here. Got the laptop over here because I have like some bullet points that I want to talk about, and that's gonna be our setup. Let's go. So first, let me introduce you to my blueberry iced, blacked out, iced out, blew out, blueberry, raspberry, goji berry, super power, superfood, super iced, blacked out drink. I feel like that was way too long. For those who don't know me, I'm Basim. I'm making this video to tell you my story because I believe I have many interesting stories that I've been through that I can share them with you so you can benefit from them and learn from my lessons basically. And if you're wondering what are you gonna get from this channel, what kind of content you're gonna get from this channel, well, it's a gym content. So it's a gym content, basically fitness. I'm gonna transform in my skinny fat physique to an ultra lean, massive bodybuilder and compete on a Mr. Olympia stage and hopefully win a title. So that's gonna be the journey. Basically, this is the video that I will introduce myself and tell you my story, tell you my background, how I grew up, what I've been through. Because I believe in my stories and in my lessons there is many things that you will actually benefit from. You will get away with these three things. And the most important thing is the last thing. But first, you're gonna believe that everything is possible. And second, you're gonna believe no matter how hard your childhood or no matter how much trauma you have, you can still achieve great things in life. And I'm proof of that. And the last and third thing, you need to keep watching through the video so you can see what is it actually. But let me just close the window because it's getting kind of cold. I'll be back. Yeah, that's much better in my opinion. I just open up my laptop. This video is not scripted at all. I just have like some bullet points so I don't waste your time and I can just dive right into the point, story after another without missing anything because there's many important things. So without further to say, let's crack this drink. Basically this is power. Whatever I told you before is just like a joke. How do you open this shit? Oh shit, there you go. Oh my god. Ah, man. This is awesome. I was super thirsty before. But let's dive right into it. So I was born in Greece, particularly in Crete. My father and my mother are Syrian. My father went to Greece in 1987, 1978, some shit like that, you know. And I was born there. It was 30th of June, 2003. Between 5 to 6 in the morning. I took my first breath in life. And I gotta lie to you, it was fucking fantastic, bro. Actually, that's a lie. I don't even remember that shit. So you don't say, oh, Basim, you have a superpower or some shit. Nah, bro, I don't have a superpower. I just don't remember. I was just saying shit, you know. So actually, I'll just leave my laptop right here so you can see me. Excuse me if I'm looking like a bit too much on the laptop. I just want to get like the points correctly. So yeah, is this story. So I remember one time I was playing in the neighborhood with my bicycle. I must have been like 3 to 4 years old, maybe 5. I don't remember that, like how old I was exactly. I just remember the story where I was playing with the bicycle, going around and everything, and there was this like kind of old woman, maybe in her 30s, 40s, and I was going super super fast on the bike, and then I hit her, bro. Excuse me, bro. Then I hit her, and she was like, she started like speaking in Greek and stuff, like, oh, what you doing? But not like in a very very angry way. She was kind of angry, but she understood like I'm a child, you know, like I'm doing some fun shit. What happened, you know. And she like did this on my head. She was like, yeah, go home. So I went home. Yeah, and I remember this other story when I went to my uncle's house. So basically, not only me, like the entire family went to their family. Like every now and then we go there, we have a drink, we just relax. And I had a cousin. Like I'm literally older than him in like 1 week. And it was amazing. So went there, and we decided we're gonna do something really really nice, which is pretending that I am a barber, and like we're cutting each other's hair and shit. So I remember I put him on like the chair, like small chair. I told him like sit down. He sat down. Bro, I sneaked in his mother's room, got the like a scissor, and came out with the like brush or comb or whatever you want to call it. And I was just literally like that and I was literally cutting his hair. And like his mother and my mother and our parents, like all of them were literally sitting right there, but they weren't paying attention to us. They were just speaking and stuff. So I like cut, not a lot, but I cut like enough of his hair, enough to destroy it obviously. And then I brought like a wax, like this one. I'll show you right now. Something similar to this. And then I put on my hand like that. I was like, oh, there you go, bro, there you go. I started styling his hair and stuff like that. He was actually super happy. He was like, yeah, man, thank you. To shake hands and stuff like that. It was super, super nice. And yeah. Yeah, so I remember this another story. They must have happened like same years or something like that, because they're kind of very related, you know. But this story is like in another house. So like we moved to another house. It's kind of in the countryside or some shit like that. And we had like plants outside the house, like literally outside the door, some plants like that. And there used to be so many bees right there for some fucked up reason, bro. I don't have any idea why, but there were so many bees right there. So one day I went out, and my adventurous ass, I was like, yeah man, let me actually play with the bees, you know. I want to play with the bees. So I had like a big ass stick, and I was just like stamping the bees, literally, like hitting on the fucking plants and shaking them and stuff. And they're like, woo. And then suddenly, bro, all of them, they were like, woo, and they came out, and there were so many, bro. And one of them like literally came in my left hand right here and stamped me. I was like, ah, started crying and stuff, went inside. And my mother was like, what happened? And then my dad saw me. He took me out, and there was like some mud, like the dirt when water comes on it, and it became like mud. So he brought some of that, put it on my hand, and he said, just keep it there. I don't have any idea like how this will actually heal the stamp, but I did that, and I was holding my hand literally just like that for 2-3 hours maybe. And I remember, like, you know, when the dirt dries, like after you pour some water on it and it dries, and become like the desert. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but like it has lines and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I believe in you, bro. My English is not that good, so who gives a fuck about that? But yeah, so that happened and it was super dry and it was falling off and shit. I went to my father. I told him like, can I actually remove it? And I was removing it like slowly. He was like, no, don't remove it. But then I went to my room and I was like, I removed it all, and he was like screaming at me and shit. But yeah, that was a nice story. And the other story I want to tell you is we had like neighbors. So after a while, maybe some other people like moved to the house next to us. Let me take a sip. So some other people moved to the house next to us. I think they were Syrians as well. Probably, yeah. And they had like two kids. One called Jamal and the other one called, I don't even remember, bro. I don't even remember. Yeah, but at this point, I had like my brother as well. Like, I was older than him in 3-4 years, so he was like a little kid as well. I must have I must have been like 9 or 8 by this time, and we decided to play hide and seek. So I called, or like, no, I don't remember exactly how it happens, but my cousin and his sister as well came over to our house in the morning, and we ate bananas, we ate some apples and stuff, and we decided to play hide and seek with these kids, with the other kids, with our neighbors as well. So me, my brother, my cousin, his sister as well, and 2 of other kids, so 6 people. And we started playing, and it was our turn to go hide. And I was like, oh, I have the best idea, I have the best place to hide. We had like, so because it's in the countryside, there is like an open space, an open field, and it has like bamboo sticks and so many trees, and it had so much grass, and it was like very, very long, like this maybe. It used to cover me like entirely. So I was like, if I went there and I laid down, it would be actually a good idea. So I went there, laid down in the grass. I wasn't visible at all, bro. My cousin and his sister came over as well and hid it there, and we were just like talking like, bro, we were just talking about dumb shit. And then we decided that we need to move, or I decided I need to move because I got bored, or eventually, or some shit, I don't remember. But what I remember, I was wearing like nylon, like plasticky kind of shoe. It's not a shoe, but it's a shoe, like the ones you wear in that toilet and stuff like that. I was wearing one of them for some reason, and I was running, and I stepped on one of the bamboo sticks, and it went, sorry to show you my leg, bro, but it went right here. It literally went inside, and it went super deep. But the moment I felt it, I was like, I was screaming, bro. I remember blood was everywhere, literally. My mom again came out, my dad came, they took me to the hospital and they fixed it, and I don't even remember how it healed. From this point, I just forgot everything. I lost my memory. So yeah, it was a nice one. I remember it mostly like this incident with the bamboo stick, and I just felt at that time that I love like laying in grass. I just love laying in grass. I was like, man, why did I even got up? Why didn't I just stayed in the grass? Nobody would have found me. I'm just having fun. I love the grass. It's green. There's a tree as well, like covering in us, like made in shadow and shit. It was fucking amazing, bro. So here's another story when I was in Greece. So every now and then, my family and my uncle's family, like my uncle's family. I'm not gonna explain more because story will be like that. So we go to the port. Basically, they used to call it like limani. So in Greek, port is called limani. So we used to go to the limani and play with our bikes. So I remember this night, me and my cousin, we used to play with our bikes and stuff. We were playing and racing and everything, but somehow, like, my aunt just lost her shoe. Where? In the sea. How? I don't have any clue, bro. She just lost it. It must have fell down or some shit. And me and my cousin were like, oh, we will bring it, we will bring it, we will bring it. And they were like, no, because like there's like actual ships, bro. There's big ass ships, you know, like big cruises and stuff like that. I don't know why there were like no security guards or stuff like that, but yeah. I was like, yeah, man, we were gonna bring it. So me and my cousin literally jumped in the sea, in the port, while all these big ass ships are there. They're not moving, obviously, but they're still there, bro. And we were following like the shoe until we brought it. We got it out. We gave it to her, and everyone was laughing and shit till we went home. And my dad was like, "You better not do this again." He behaved me. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So in my language, we say like "Tawbi al qabli," which is like, no, I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna do it in my entire life. And that was true. I never did in my entire life. So I remember this day when we were gonna go on a trip, but not any trip, you know. We packed everything. I remember I had, so every time like we go to the Limani or we go out or some shit like that, I just buy like Kinder, like the egg, Kinder egg, where it has like chocolate in this side and in the other side it has like a toy. I used to buy a lot of them every single time we go out, and I saved the toy. So eventually, like, I had a big ass bag full of toys, and I told my dad like, "Can I take this, please? Like, I need to take it. This my toys and stuff." And he's like, "No, no, 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 you can't take it." So whatever left that, we packed like big ass suitcases and stuff, and I had like a board where I can like draw on it and stuff. I was like, "Can I at least take this?" He was like, "Yeah, okay, take it." Put it in my backpack, took it, went, took the plane. And I remember that in the plane, they gave us like half a chicken. So as a meal, they gave me like half a chicken with some fries, ketchup and mayonnaise, and like small apple juice. Bro, that was amazing. From that time until now, like, bro, I want to go and get in the plane just to eat that. I don't even know if they serve that kind of food these days on planes, because that was 2009 or 2010, 11, something like that. Yeah, it was 2011. So the trip was not like just a visit, not to just go like holidays somewhere. It was to Syria, but this time not for a holiday. We used to go to Syria a lot with the cruise, with the plane, everything, bro. But this time it was different, because this time we were never gonna go back to Greece. And I didn't know that, obviously. I was like a little kid. And I don't remember that much from that time. But all I remember that we had a house in my grandma's house. So like in our culture, like the grandma and her kids and the grandpa live in the same house. But like it's a big ass house, and everyone like built their own house like on top of it and stuff like that. So anyway, we used to live there, and my journey in Syria started. I must have been like 9, 10 years old, something like that, you know. Let me get another sip. Let me actually check if it's recording as well. So apparently I'm running out of charge. I'll actually, like, we didn't cover that much. We covered just like the first chapter, as you can see here. Those are all like bullet points. We just finished this chapter. So what I'm gonna do is charge the phone for a little while, and then when it's like, when it has like 30%, now it has 16, when it has like 30-35, I'll come back to you. So see you then. I'm back. Excuse me about that, bro. I'm professional influencer, so let's dive right back into it. So I remember this story as well, where my father, actually wait, bro. Oh, what is that? Facing some technical problems right here, bro. So I remember my father and like so many men from the neighborhood used to go and like fight and with the rocks and like throw rocks on the government, like on the police officers, and like fight them with the sticks and stuff like that. It was so bad, and at that time I didn't know why, and like some of my relatives like got hurt and everything, and there was blood everywhere and stuff like that. It was like the beginning of, I can say, like the Great War in Syria, which is gonna last for the next 14 years, bro. Can you imagine that? It was something really big, and I didn't realize at that time that when this started, we're never gonna go back to Greece. Like, this stopped us from going back to Greece. And my dad said, like, I'm not gonna leave everyone like defend the country and defend like his mother and my grandpa and everyone, and he just fly away, like run away or some shit like that. He thought it's like a coward thing to do, you know. I might be looking everywhere. But yeah. So I remember that the happiest moment of my day was when I get money. So like every day I have like a certain amount. It was like 5 Syrian liras, which is like, oh, something amazing at that time. Now like 5 Syrian liras doesn't even exist. It was like a coin like that, like €1, $1. I don't even know. No, a dollar is like a bill, like €1, €2, something like that. I used to take that, run to the like shop, like a kiosk, and go there and buy like chips, chocolates, and everything. Bro, it was so hard to decide like what kind of snacks to buy. Like, imagine today I bought the snacks, okay? I literally plan for tomorrow. Oh, like tomorrow I'm gonna buy this snack and this snack. Oh, and chocolate sounds really good, so I might buy some chocolate as well. Do this, and can't wait for the next day to come just to buy these things, which is something crazy, bro. And that was like the best moment of my entire day, you know. And I used to wake up super early. Like sometimes my mom, she sent me to buy her like some snacks, chocolates, biscuits, so she can eat them like with her coffee in the morning and stuff. And she used to hide them away, not like in a bad way, but she know that if we found them, like me and my brother, we're gonna eat them. So she used to hide them away. And my favorite thing to do, like after buying the snacks, is waking up in the morning, like very early in the morning, and go search for her snacks. Sometimes I find them, sometimes I don't, but the time that I find them, bro, it was crazy. I'm like, yeah, I found some snacks, And I used to take my pillow, so we had like a flat screen TV. It was like something wow at that time. And I used to watch like Nickelodeon and what is it called? MPC3. I don't even know if you MBC or MP. I don't even know. But like, yeah, like these cartoon movies, something like that. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I used to watch the most. Like I used to watch Ben 10. I used to watch, like, it was a show, like my favorite, yo bro, fuck. So yeah, like my favorite show was like three girls and they're like superheroes, like not the little girls but like big girls, like kind of reality show or some shit like that. And so there was the green one, the blue one, and the red one, and my favorite was the green one. First, because she was wearing green and I like that, I found that nice. Second is because she has like a red hair, like red, kind of like orange, like not fake, I'd assume. But yeah, like this kind of hair, you know. And she was like white and stuff. Never knew that this would be like my actual type that I will like in the future while I'm grown, you know. But yeah, I used to watch that a lot, bro. So like I steal some biscuits and everything, sit in front of the TV, watch that, enjoy it, be super super happy. And yeah, that was crazy. And I remember this time when my mom and my dad were fighting a lot. I don't even know why at that time, but all I remember that it was so bad, you know. They were not like physically fighting but like screaming. My mom used to cry a lot, my dad used to be like unhappy or some shit, I'd assume. And it was so bad. Sometimes it gets to the point where my mom goes to her family's house and she stayed there for like 2 days or 3 days until my dad goes there and like they fix the issue, and then it all comes back over again. And I don't know how, but I've heard, maybe I was like just listening to them while they're talking, like without them knowing, or some shit like that. And I just listened that I don't even remember if my mom wanted to divorce my dad or my dad wanted to divorce my mom, but like they wanted to divorce and they were like super angry at each other and stuff like that. And I was just super super anxious. I was like, man, no, no, please, no, don't divorce and stuff. And that was like dramatic enough, bro. That was fucking crazy. And I remember this this story. So like here when trauma started, when the war started, to my parents fighting a lot, so now me and my brother fighting a lot, especially over toys. And we had like a PC, we used to play some games on it, and we used to fight a lot, like who's gonna play first, who's gonna finish first and stuff like that, and how long. I remember this time where it got so bad, me and my brother, and I don't even know, I don't remember what he've done, but probably for the PC he was playing probably, and he's supposed to play for like 1 hour, and then I'm supposed to take over and stop playing for 1 hour, and then he take again. And most likely he didn't want to like get off the PC and let me play, so we started fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting, to the point that I got him like under me, and I was like on top of him. I was just hitting him and hitting him and punching him and punching him and punching him, to the point that he started screaming so much, bro. And like blood started coming out of his nose, and I was like I was so shocked. And he was crying a lot, and I was like, I don't even know, like I was just looking at him in that situation where there's so much blood everywhere. I was like, man, I did this. Like I'm saying this between myself. I'm like, man, I did this. Oh,
And then I started crying, and I'm saying like, I'm sorry, please don't die, please don't die. I thought he was gonna die for some reason, but it was just so bad. Blood was everywhere. Blood was on the like mattresses, on the pillows, everywhere, literally, bro. And my mom, like, she started taking care of him, and my dad came, and they like stand next to him and stuff like that, and just make the whole thing worse. Like imagine my mom standing right here, my dad standing right here, my brother is like laying in here, they're both looking at him, and I'm just standing like right here looking over at them all. And I'm like, oh man, no, no, please don't die. And I went to my mom and I hugged her arm, and I was like, please mom, I'm sorry, please don't let him die, please don't let him die. And she was like, he's not gonna die, he's not gonna die. But yeah, that was super, super traumatizing, we can say, for me and my brother as well. So yeah, I remember this day when when I started school. So went to the school. I remember this kid who had like glasses. He must have some problem with his eyes or some shit like that. And he sat next to me. And suddenly everyone was bullying him and stuff. And I remember like one kid, he took his glasses and threw them away and broke them for him. And he was crying so much, and like eventually I started crying so much, and I was like, no, I don't want to stay here, I don't want to stay here. I was saying to the teacher, I don't want to stay here, I don't want to stay here. And imagine like the door is closed, the door right here, and like the class is right here. And I was like banging on the door like, please let me out, let me out, let me out. And I was screaming so much and crying. A little did I know that this would be a whole different experience in school, because Syrian schools at that time, they weren't the best, bro, at all. Like, I'll tell you some crazy shit that have happened in these schools. Actually, I'm looking over here like at myself a lot, which I don't like. I'll just flip the camera because I'm recording with the main camera right now. Okay, that should be better. So yeah, let's continue. So yeah, Syrian schools, bro, it's a different experience. Like, I remember between the age of 10 to 13 maybe, or 12, 13, yeah, 13. So bro, like, if they say silence, like they scream, the teacher scream like silence if someone was talking and shit. And if she saw them talking again, she would literally go there and grab like a water hole, like the thing you spray the plants with water and stuff like that. She grabbed, like, she has a piece of it just for hitting people, for beating like kids. And she grabbed it, she's like, open your hands. Like, you open your hands like that, and it was super, super cold, and you just do this and you wait for her to hit you, and she's like, poof, and you're like, ah, and you start like doing this because it hurts a lot. You're doing this, you're just freaking out basically. It was so traumatizing, bro, to the point that I think like school traumatized me more than war. Imagine how big of an effect that is. Like, I hope someone from Syrian government is watching this video and actually solve this problem with schools, because like public schools, like the government schools at that time, it was something crazy, bro. Literally, you go there, you get hit every day for like 5, 6, 7 times maybe. And if you did something really, really bad, bro, you go, like, the teacher send you to the head teachers in his fancy ass office. So he say, take off your shoes. And when he says that, bro, you're dead. You're basically dead. What is he gonna do is He's tell you to take off your shoes. You take off your shoes, and you just, hopefully you can see me. You just sit like that, and he tell you, like, imagine this is a chair, and he tell you like, put your feet up. So you put your feet up like that, and he start hitting you with the same thing that I told you the teacher was hitting us with. So he has another piece as well. And imagine it's super, super cold. And he's just like, boo, 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 hitting us, bro. It was crazy. Honestly, I've never been there. I've never been hit in that way, because like I didn't do that crazy of a bad thing to beat me like that. But I heard like from my friends who did like some crazy shit. They go there, bro, and it's like, it's crazy. It's like hell in real life at that time. So that was fucking horrible. And I remember at the end of my elementary school, me and my friend, we planned to do something really, really crazy. And here it gets so interesting, because we said we're gonna bring eggs and tomatoes, like bad tomatoes, expired tomatoes, whatever. We're gonna bring it to school, we're gonna sneak it in. And because it was literally the last day of school at that time, we were gonna throw the eggs and the tomatoes on the head teachers, just to tell him, you motherfucker, just because you hit us, that doesn't mean we can't hit you back. So I remember, bro, when we went down, oh fuck. So we went down, we got out, and all like the kids are going out and shit like that. And eventually the head teachers went out, because this motherfucker wanted to just leave the school ASAP, bro. Go fuck around, spend his money and shit, drive his fancy car. Little did he know that we were preparing some good shit for him, bro. So he literally, imagine like a big ass door, like our school has like a big ass door. So he literally went out of that door, and we were standing like outside waiting for him with like bags of eggs and tomatoes, and we literally started throwing tomatoes and eggs, I think. Oh, the cat just woke up because of my acting. Here's my boy. He's sleeping, and every time I do something, he just wake up and like, bro, what you doing? What you doing? Yeah, I just changed the position again. Yeah, bro, I'm getting disturbed a lot while making this video, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, after like we threw the eggs on him and everything, because of the war, and they were like, the government were bombing my city a lot. When I tell you a lot, bro, I mean a lot, you know, like bombs everywhere. Like you hear this, like, bro, this noise was traumatizing for me. Like boom, boom. It was fucking crazy, and you don't know like if this bomb will actually fall in your house and you're gonna get injured or you're gonna die or some shit. We never knew that. We never knew if something's gonna happen to us, or like for our neighbors or something like that. So because of that, for a while, for I think a month, we moved to a different place. And I don't remember that much, honestly, about that place. But all I remember that we rented a house for the entire family, like my grandma, my family, my mom, 3 of my aunts, my uncle. Yeah, it was the entire family. But all I remember that when we went back, and when they finally like stopped bombing the city as much, we went back. And so my dad during that time used to go for like battles or some shit like that. So there was like parts of Syria that were free from the government, and there's another part that were with the government. And my dad with some other people used like to defend our city and stuff like that. And this time they went like pretty far from our city to defend. And I remember like before he goes, after we came back to our city, all I remember, like,
he told my mom that he's gonna go, and she were like, no, please don't go, just this time, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. And I said, no, I'll have to go, like, he needs to go. So I remember he had like a Nissan pickup truck, and it was outside, and he went down. I didn't know shit, so when I heard him he will go, I grabbed like his gear and everything, like brought it down to the pickup truck, put it in there, and went outside. Me, my mom, my brother, and my dad. And as my dad is walking to his truck, I remember that my mom told him to like stay safe and take care and everything. So by the way, like when he go like to protect, he go for 2-3 days, sometimes a week, sometimes a month. It depends, you know. And this time, bro, I don't even know, like every time he goes, I don't say this, but this time I'm like, Dad, please, like it's like, please come back, like don't go. Yeah, it gets me kind of emotional, because like after this moment, I never saw my dad. It was the last moment and the last word that he have heard from me. He was like, please Dad, don't go, come back. Of course he didn't listen to me. And he just got in his truck and left. 2 days later, we were in my grandma's house, and like my other grandparents, like my dad's mother and my dad's father called my mom and told her that she needs to come back like to their house, because we used to live with them, because my dad passed away. I didn't understand shit. At that time, all I can remember that there was so much chaos. Everybody's crying, everybody's screaming. We went there. I remember we were literally running. My mom was crying so much, and like her face was red, and oh man, so fucking hard to describe. But the moment I remember the most is my grandpa is sitting outside on his chair, like outside the house on the door, and he's crying like a little kid. And I'm like, I never saw my grandpa in like that situation before. Like he's crying so much, and I'm like, I went to him, and all I was like, I went to him, and I was like, I hold his face, just literally like that. I was like, please don't say it, please don't say it, please don't say it, please. And I was just repeating this again and again and again, because like I kind of understood that my dad passed away. I'm never gonna see my dad again. Yeah, and that was super crazy, honestly. To be honest, like even at that time, I didn't really understand like I'm never gonna see my dad again. Like for some reason, I was always imagining that he would just walk in the door and say that he's back. I don't know why. So you might be wondering like how my dad passed away. So he was like between the trees guarding like some place, and like a bomb that I told you about literally fell like between him and another friend. The other friend, like literally he was in pieces, and my dad, they said, no, sorry, my dad's friend, like they didn't find anything of him. He literally just disappeared. I don't even know how that is possible. And my dad was like, they found him but like pieces. And so my uncle found him, like his brother, because he was with him as well. Bro, imagine how hard is it for my uncle to see like your brother in pieces, bro. Holy fuck. Bro, I never want to see that. Fucking crazy. Yeah, so like my uncle and some other guys literally packed him up, put him in like a bag, and took him to the cemetery, buried him. And I remember that every now and then, me and my cousin, like not the one he was with me in Greece, another one, used to get like some nuts and especially like dried corn, and go to the cemetery and just sit there and like plan when we die what we're gonna do in heaven and what we want. And I wanted like a sport bike, and I wanted to see my dad, and I wanted like a big house and so many like dried corn in ketchup flavor, because that's what we used to eat. Yeah, bro, it's just crazy, like remembering 14 years old me, or 13, no, 14 for sure, 14 years old me just sitting on my dad's grave eating dry corn, imagining that I will die soon. And like, just to make it clear, I wasn't like planning to kill myself or anything, but I was just imagining that I want to go and fight who killed my dad, and I want to kill them, and in that process maybe they will kill me, and I just want like to plan what I will do in heaven. Yeah, I went into so many details in here that wasn't part of the plan, but yeah, it's just got me so emotional, man. Like honestly, I've never like sat down and thought about like all these events at once. Yeah, honestly, like I cried a lot before. I literally, like, I'm coming to this part where I used to cry a lot, but the reason that I wasn't like crying right now is just that I cried a lot, to the point that I cannot feel anything when I'm telling you these stories. Like I don't feel anything. I kind of feel sad, but I don't feel that sad, you know. But yeah, that was a big part of it. Fucking hell, bro. Let me check the next bullet point. Yeah. So good things are coming up again, like more happy events. Oh man, that was kind of crazy, honestly. But yeah, so after that, so many people start donating money for us, for my mom, for my family, and she put us in like a private middle school. Put me especially, like actually me and my brother. So it was like two parts. One part is elementary school, and another part is like middle school. So she put me there, start going there, and there where I met my first crush. So her name was Huda. Shout out for you if you're watching this video. Bro, imagine she never watched this video, bro, but maybe somehow if this video got like 3-4 million views, somehow someone in the city, like in my city, will share it and everybody will share it and then she'll see it. So if you see it, shout out for you. I still love you. I have crush on you. Come on, just text me, or like leave a comment or something. So bro, like oh man, here like in this school like crazy things happen. I used to imagine like scenarios where I save this girl and like I kiss her and I marry her and everything, bro. It was crazy, bro, I'm telling you. So I remember this one day where the teachers told us you can actually bring your phone. If you have a phone, you can bring it. And I had like an iPad. So I won a competition in hunting when I was young, like before my dad passed away. Skip that part, fuck that shit. So like I won competition in hunting, and they gave me the iPad as a gift. So yeah, brought that to the school, bro, and I was super excited to show this iPad to that girl. So I was sitting like, by the way, right behind her, literally, bro. She's like massive titties and oh fuck, bro. No, now if you're watching this, baby, please like close the video. You don't need to watch the rest. I don't even think she'll be watching this, but fuck it, So like massive titties, massive ass and everything, bro. Fucking fire, bro, I'm telling you. So I was trying to impress her in any way, or like just talk to her and shit. And I told her, yo, no, actually she told me. And I think like she had a crush on me as well, because she was like looking at me a lot, smiling. Bro, I remember every time I look at her, she looked at me back and she smiled every single time, bro. But just because like in my culture, you can't date, you can't meet girls, you can't even talk to girls and shit like that, bro. So we didn't end up dating, but bro, if I ended up dating her, bro, it would be crazy. So she told me, oh, you have iPad? I was like, yeah. She was like, you know this game? I was like, what is it? And she told me it's Need for Speed. So like the car racing game. So she told me Need for Speed. I was like, no, I don't know it. Do you know it? Like, can you send it over to me so I can download it and we play? So basically she sent it over to me and we start playing together and shit. Another guy, bro, got so jealous of me and he just like interrupted us. It was like, he told me like, bro, give me your iPad, I'll show you something cool. She left and I was like, man, fuck this guy, bro. I was literally having like kind of a date and then he just fucking ruined it. We're laughing and shit. Imagine you're talking to a girl, you have a crush on her, she's smiling to you, she's talking to you, you play a game with her, and some motherfucker come and interrupt you. It was fucking crazy, bro, I'm telling you. But yeah, gave him my iPad and was like, yeah, what are you gonna show me? And he typed something. that will eventually ruin my entire life at that time, bro. He typed something that will make me so addicted. He basically told me to search for sex. So I typed that in. And because where I typed that on fucking YouTube. So on YouTube, you don't see this stuff, you know. So he's like, no, bro, no. Give me your iPad. And he wrote like Mia Khalifa or some shit like that. I'm not really sure. But he wrote something like that. But he wrote like clean. So like nothing like porn, but like sexy pictures with titties and stuff. Like no nipples, nothing like that. Hopefully YouTube, please don't YouTube, please don't take down this video. Please don't give me shadow ban again. Please. Thank you. I love you, YouTube. So yeah. Then like you know, things got worse and worse and worse. And there were these three like cool kids at that time, and they used to cuss a lot, and I was like, yeah, I want to be cool, you know, start cussing a lot like them and stuff. And they were like, yeah, and I started becoming their friend and stuff. Yeah, but it was crazy. Let's see what's the next part. Yeah. Bro, yeah. So I remember this one day where it was super cold. We didn't wake up early and we missed the bus for school. And the school is like 10 to 15 kilometers away from our house. Not really sure about that. Just guessing. But yeah, I was like, no, I had like exams at that time. I was like, I told my mom, no, I'm not going to miss the exam. I'm going to go walking. I'm going to walk 15 kilometers. And she was like, okay. Packed my bag, bro. Started walking. Eventually I got to school. But little do you know, bro, why do you think I went to school? Do you think I went to school just to do the exam? If you thought that, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Because I went to school just to see the girl that I had a crush on and talk to her, hopefully. But after I got to school, bro, and everybody's like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, everybody's like, yo, you came to school walking, your house is too far. Oh. I was hoping that this girl will know about it. Like, obviously she will know that I came just to see her, bro. But she wasn't there. So imagine, bro, literally I woke up, it was super cold, we missed the bus. And we went to school. I went to school walking 15 kilometers just to meet this girl and talk to her and see her. And at the end, she wasn't there. Eventually, like, I discovered that she missed the bus or some shit. So that was kind of horrible. Let's see what's next. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, like, I've been through like some good shit, some good stories, you know. My life was fucking amazing. Let me put you right here. This video might be long as fuck, but that's fine. Yeah, that was the end of chapter 2. So basically at this point of my life, I was getting more and more into like football. I wanted something that make me feel powerful, you know. And I was like training alone and stuff. And eventually, actually no, what the fuck? Yeah. So before that, I used to go like we had like stadium, and it was empty, obviously. So I used to go there like with my friends and play football and stuff like that. And one time I went to the coach and I told him like I want to play with the team, you know. And he told me like no, and he started laughing at me. And everybody at that like football club started laughing at me and shit like that.
And because, bro, at that time I was fat. I was literally fat. I literally had titties, bro. I was fat. But anyway, like I started playing football with friends and stuff like that, going to school, playing more football. Basically, I became obsessed with football. Literally obsessed. So I was like, what's something really, what fuck? What do I do? Something really nice that will make me seem cool to the girl that I have a crush on. I was like, oh, I play football. That's amazing. So let's bring football to the school. So I went to the head teacher. This head teacher was not like very nice. And I told him like, oh, what about like creating a team and creating a league, and we start playing and we compete and we make events and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. And I want to play and this. And he was like, eventually, yes. Eventually, like 2-3 months later, he like made the tournament, made teams. I was playing and became like #1 football player in there, and it was crazy, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. Like, bro, this girl, fuck. This girl, she literally loved me, bro. I'm telling you. I remember this one time, she literally just came to watch me play. Like, one friend that he had relatives, that these relatives are relatives with her. Too complicated, I know. But yeah, like, he told me that she came just to see me play. And I scored 2 goals at that game. Fucking awesome, you know? Like, you love me, I love you, baby, you know? It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. And at this point, I started getting like more and more and more into football. As I told you, I was obsessed with that shit. And when you say football, Real Madrid and Barcelona, baby. Kings of the game. So I was telling my mom, I want to travel to Spain. I want to go Spain. And I had like my aunt there. Not the one that was with us in Greece, another one. So she was in Spain, and she told me, if I get good grades, she will take me to Spain. And guess what? I got good grades. I got good grades. And she didn't take me. It was fucking, it was so bad, bro. It was like, honestly, like in our geography class, I was literally had the book. Fuck, why don't I know how to speak? So I had the book open on the map, on the world map, and I was like counting how many hours there is from my city to Spain. No Google Maps, nothing like that. I was just like saying to myself, oh, I need like 2 hours to go to Spain. From Middle East to Spain, 2 hours. Without plane. It's like driving or fly. I don't even know how, bro. But not plane, because there was no planes. It was fucking crazy. I know, weird as fuck. So yeah, I remember this other time when... So every Friday morning, me and my friends from the neighborhood, we go to the football field, football stadium, whatever, and we play there. And you know about the bombs. So we were playing and playing and playing, and suddenly, bro, all we heard is like, it was super loud. And suddenly, like, imagine, bro, it's Friday morning, there's like some clouds, the sky is blue, it's kind of hot, you know, you're playing football, it's green, you know, you're breathing some good air. Excuse me. And suddenly it all gets dark as fuck. It gets dark as night, and just like rocks falling everywhere, smoke everywhere, everybody's screaming, crying. Picked up the football, bro, the ball, and just started running and running and running just to get out of there. Like, I just want to get out of there. Eventually we discovered that the bomb fell like maybe 200 meters away from us, literally 200 meters away from us. And there was another guy, like one guy that I know, like friends, he was there, and he literally passed away with that bomb. And from there on, like, my mom didn't let me go and play football anymore. But eventually when they stopped like bombing, like stopped at all, like there was no bombing at all, we started playing again. And here it was Ramadan. And if you don't know Ramadan, in Muslim culture, we pray, no, fuck. We pray all the time, but we fast an entire month. Like, not we don't eat the entire month, we just, bro, if you don't know Ramadan, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Just search it. I'm not gonna explain for you. So yeah, every day before we eat, before the sun sets, I used to go to this football stadium and run and run and run like half an hour, 1 hour, every single every single day. And yeah, some music. And yeah, that's actually, bro, actually, hold on, bro, man. Yeah, bro, super annoying. Start playing some music now. So yeah, where I was, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, I got super consistent, start making so much progress,
To the point that the coach has noticed me finally, and he was like, okay, you can join the team now. Fast and forward like 1 year of the same improvement, I became the number one player in the entire fucking team, bro. And that was fucking big achievement for me. I'm like, oh fuck, bro. Literally, the team used to get like invites from other cities to go and play, and if Basim wasn't playing, if I was injured or something, they will literally not go. They will not go just because I wasn't in the team, and that was fucking amazing. By the way, I was playing like right back or left back, like defender and attacker. Yeah, can be. And I was very good at it, bro. Fucking amazing. My idol was Cristiano Ronaldo at that time. I remember one time I went to the coach. This is irrelevant, but I'll tell you. And I told him like, I want to play like Cristiano Ronaldo. I want to play attacker. And he's like, nah, you don't exist there. Like, that's not for you. That's not, what did he say? That's, I don't even know how to, bro. The hardest thing about recording this video is all the stories are in Arabic, and I have like to translate the word in my brain before saying it to you. It's fucking hard, especially like when you talk an accent as well. You need to fucking crazy, bro. I'm telling you. So basically, he said like, I don't belong there. Yeah, he said like, oh, you don't belong there. You belong as a defender. I was like, yeah, whatever. Eventually won so many titles with that team and stuff. I'm so sad that I didn't bring like any physical like medal or something with me. I lost them all in Syria. But yeah, whatever. Where we were. Yeah, and the good thing that I used to do is, bro, I used to train in snow, rain, smoking hot weather. Doesn't fucking matter. I was super excited just to train, and this is so inspiring, bro. I just had like a big ass goal, which is just getting like invited from other teams like outside of Syria just to go and play. Little did I know that this wasn't possible at all, because nobody will give a fuck about players inside of Syria, and they have like to take me outside of Syria. It's not possible. No passports, nothing like that at that time. So yeah,
got a job as an electrician, started doing that, started going to training, eventually started missing some training because this fucker, this motherfucker, the guy, the owner of the electrician house, store, whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he didn't let me go to training. I told my mom, like, I want to go to training. And she was like, no, you need to work. No, no. And it's not like we were in poverty. We were in poverty, but it's not like we were gonna die if I don't work because I wasn't getting paid. I was like, nah, fuck that, fuck that. No, I wasn't cursing, but in my brain I was. It's like, fuck that. I don't want to go to that work anymore. I had a crush on my cousin as well. So in my culture, like, you can marry your cousins, girls, of course. I'm not gonna say which one, but I had a crush on one of them. She did as well. And yeah, left that job eventually, found a job, barbershop. And I was like, yeah, I can learn this. But before I can start, I was talking to the owner. Like, before I start, I have training at these days. And I told him, like, what days I have training. Is it okay with you to go to training? If I go to training on these days? It was like, yeah, fine. Like, you can go, no problem. I was like, holy shit, I found a job, bro. And I actually started getting paid like 1,000 Syrian lira. At that time, it's like nothing. You can buy like chips and stuff only. So yeah, that was a nice part of my life. And at that time, I started getting more like into mobile games, and I used to be addicted to Free Fire, bro. Free Fire was the best. If you don't know Free Fire, it's like a battleground game, battle royale, some shit like that. Like 100 players, get off the plane, find like guns and stuff, start killing each other, and the last one alive wins. So I was playing that a lot, and we finished chapter 3. Let's get into chapter 4. Yo, we have a lot, bro. Look at the cat. He just woke up and he's like, man, what are you talking about? Like, let me just sleep, bro. Let me sleep. So after that, I wanted to go to Turkey. And yeah, actually, I'm gonna tell you the story a bit faster, bro, because like there's so much left, so much. Or actually, I'll tell just chapter 4, and the rest I'll tell it in a different video. But yeah, I wanted to go Turkey, and eventually, like, my aunt wanted to go Turkey as well, like with her kids and everything, because her husband was here in Cyprus. She wanted to come here. Anyway, I convinced my mom, and she convinced my mom as well, that it's okay for me, like, to go with her to Turkey and then see what's gonna happen, like maybe work there and stuff. So it's crazy, bro. Went there, so we crossed illegally. I'm thinking, should I like go in depth? Nah. So basically, we crossed the border, like, first time the military caught us, like, crossing. They kicked the fuck out of me, bro. One of the soldiers, he was like, gal. Gal, it means like come. He's like, come. I went with him. He took me like away from people, from my aunt and everything. And he was like talking in Turkish and like hitting me. And because like he's a soldier, you cannot fucking hit a soldier, bro. I was like, just like that, I'm getting hit like this. It was fucking awful, bro. It was awful. We tried like the second time, we climbed mountains, bro, till we got to the city, and it was crazy. And we went there, and eventually we settled
in a city called Gaziantep, which is close enough to Syria. And I used to work in the factories, like clothing factories. You know, like in Temu, in Shein, they do like they sell super cheap clothes. That's how they make it. Obviously, maybe not in Turkey, maybe in Turkey. I don't even know, but something similar, like slavery, basically slavery. I used to slave away a lot, bro. And yeah, it was also traumatizing because the owner used to hit the kids, or like everyone below like 20 years old. He used to hit them the fuck like this every time, like you do a mistake and everyone is crying. I was always like scared of making a mistake. I was like missing my family, missing my sister. So there was a song, I don't even know what the song called, but it's in Arabic, and my sister used to love that song. And yeah, by the way, like before my father passed away, we got my sister. She came on life. And yeah, like my sister used to love that song. So every time I hear that song, I just start crying. I miss my sister, my mom, everyone. And I was working my ass off. It was like 12 hours a day shift. So literally I wake up 5:30 in the morning, and until I go to work and start and everything, it's like 7:30, 6:30, something like that. And I finish work at 7:30 p.m. at night. So basically I don't see the sun at all. I see the sun one time on Sunday when I go meet like my cousin, the one who was with me in Greece. He was in Turkey as well. We go out, we buy some food, we just mess around. And yeah, man, it was fucking crazy. I'm looking back at it now with so much gratitude, even though it was super, super hard. But it was a nice time, honestly. So yeah, what I do on the weekend is basically meet my cousin. We go buy some shawarma, and then we go to mall. We watch stuff. Like we cannot afford anything. Like we cannot afford anything to buy, like clothes in mall and stuff like that. So we just go and watch. Yeah, that's what we do on the weekends. Oh man. So yeah, actually I'll leave it. The laptop is about to run out of charge. Let it run out of charge and then I'll charge it. So while working, I fall in love again. I had a crush on another girl. I heard this girl, bro, I promise you. So I was bringing some clothes to them so they can like iron it and stuff, and they're like different workplace. And I heard this girl, bro, I promise. She wasn't like gorgeous girl or something, but she was a girl, bro, And when you never had a girlfriend, never talked to a girl, and that's fucking fire. So basically she told the guy that he was working with her that I looked so hot. Yeah. Hot or sexy? Or handsome? Something like that. But probably like hot. Like she told him like, oh, this guy looks so hot. And like I had like this hairstyle, but very, very long, I used to do it like this and stuff. And yeah, man, it was crazy. And COVID started at this time. It was like, oh, Schmovid, not COVID. Please, YouTube again. Please, I'm begging you, please. No shadow ban, nothing like that. So yeah, after that, started doing YouTube. Yes, if you don't know, I did YouTube at 16 years old. Arabic channel. I was just like vlogging, doing some dumb shit, talking in Arabic. I looked so weird, but it was super, super fun. And when the lockdown started, it was hype. So I had like a powerful phone, like a good enough phone. I downloaded PUBG Mobile, if you know what that is. Also like Battle Royale. Yeah, I thought the video stopped.
So also like Battle Royale, started playing it and stuff. It was amazing. So imagine instead of going to work for 12 hours a day every single day for 6 days a week, you don't go at all. And all you do is just play video games. Like, fuck. It's the best life. I'm living the life. This is the dream life. I'm living it right now. I'm buying snack every Saturday. Sorry. Buying snacks every Saturday for the entire week. Eat, sleep, play PUBG, repeat. That's all I used to do, bro. It was fucking fire, I'm telling you, man. Yeah. So I remember this is a very, very big event. So there was the lockdown in Turkey. For some reason, every person who's under 20 years old is not allowed to go out, and everyone above 50 years old is not allowed to go out. The people between this age range can go out. Literally, you can go out, you can eat, you can drink, you can fuck around, you can work, you can do everything. I was like, man, fuck that. So one day my aunt told me, so basically like every time I go to work, like after a while, so when COVID, fuck, no. When first Smovid started, I was just sitting at home for like a month or 2 months. But then we had to go to work, so we were literally sneaking in, going to work without the government knowing, without the police seeing us. And one time my aunt called me and told me like, let's go, come. No, fuck, why don't I know how to talk, bro? I've been talking for like 2 hours. That's way too much. I'm not used to that, bro. Sorry. So she did some shopping and she had so many stuff, and she told me to go pick them up with her to the market. So went to the market, picked up some stuff, and me and her son started going home. And a bunch of police officers were standing in the street. They noticed that I'm below 20 years old, and they were like, oh, this guy. And if you don't know, if you're Syrian and you go to Turkey illegally and they catch you in Turkey, they send you back to Syria. And the moment they send you back to Syria, it's something really, really bad, and you never want that to happen. So when the police officer looked at me and he pointed at me and he screamed at me like to stop, I was like, no, I'm not letting him catch me. So I started running. So he literally got his gun and he was like in the air. It was like boom. I was like, I just stopped and did this. Literally, I just did this. He came to me and was like, why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? And I didn't speak Turkish at that time. I didn't speak very well. And I was just like, until some like another Arabic guy. So imagine the entire like market start looking at you with this officer and you're in trouble. Some guy came and I told him like, actually no, I didn't tell him anything. I was super traumatized. So my aunt came and she told that translator that I was running because I didn't have like the protection to stay in Turkey. So basically I was like illegal, and I was scared that he would send me back to Syria. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna send you back to Syria. I'm gonna send you back home, like in Turkey, to our house. So I don't go out and Shmo would kill me. I was like, okay, fair enough. He was like, go home, but never go out again. I was like, yes, sir, I will go. I will go home. So went home, never went out again until my uncle came, and we were supposed to go to Cyprus, and we went to Cyprus, and it was one of the craziest things that I've ever done in my entire life. Obviously, illegally with the boat, but that's for a different day. The story has been already long enough. It's like 1.5 hours, 2 hours maybe. So was super tired, super sleepy, honestly, bro. And we're gonna continue the story soon, baby. For now, peace. See you tomorrow in day 1.